that had kept coming up that connected me to my mom going back to loss. And I didn't realize what the numbers meant. So I was talking the other day about a business partner, Andrea, who lost her son a few years ago and an early age. And we were talking about numbers and what they mean and different significances. And last night, went out again with I'm walking here on the track, and I don't know if I'm walking where it's closed or not. Don't know. There's games going on here Saturday. But anyway, I was out with some friends from high school last night. My friend Ara, he lost his mom as I did. And also Julie, a big shout out to her, who just had her cousin unfortunately committed suicide and another death. Just sad. Makes me think about things. And with that said, I think I'm going to walk over here because I think they're doing something. So with that said, I think they're watching a game. These numbers. So Andrea was telling me the other day on the phone about her granddaughter, the day she was born, and how it was significant because it was a similar number to her parents and some other numbers that meant things to her. And it triggered my mom. So my mom, during COVID, and after my dad died, for some reason, wanted to play the lottery all the time. So over COVID, she would go out with her car, and she was starting to forget, and she kept playing the lottery over and over again. And she asked me for a number. She's like, "Give me a number, give me a number. I want a lucky number." And I'm like, "I don't know." And I would really kind of be like, "Ma, I don't know what number to give you." And she'd play different significant numbers, different birthdays and things like that of you know my dad and different people, myself, and stuff like that. And she would sort of sometimes win. And after she passed, I saw all these pieces of paper all over with all these lottery numbers everywhere, like written everywhere. It's crazy. So just interesting. So anyway, I would give her the number 17, and she was like, "Oh, you always love that number, right?" And I after she passed, I didn't realize what the significance was, and unfortunately, she passed on the 17th. And I didn't get it. And for years, she was asking me, she's like, "You love the number 17, you love the number 17." And through the grieving process and talking to people and sorting things out, just as different significant things have happened. And I think they mean something. And another business partner named Layla, big shout out to her. She's walking too. And by the way, I hope everybody's walking with me around the world. Just going to get everybody walking, loving this. So Layla told me her mother passed on the 17th. She's into numerology. Just interesting. So I went to ChatGTP and I was just putting some things in there about birthdays. My mom's birthday, my dad's birthday, both died 2 weeks before their birthdays. And when I was talking to Andrea the other day, she was sharing some of these interesting things that I don't think are coincidences. Didn't know what they meant. And it was just interesting. And she's very in tune, like I am, and a lot of her relatives are not. They just don't get it. And we talked about that, and it's really true. So, with the numbers I put in, I put them into Chat GTP to ask it a question. The number, my mother's birthday, my dad's birthday, the days they died, and the number 17. And it was really kind of lucky, and it said it meant a bunch of things, and I was kind of like blown away. So I probably cut and pasted it and emailed it to myself. And again, I still have it. This was like a year ago, so I'm gonna have to look it up. But it just triggered it with the number thing the other day, talking to Andrea and going out with my friends from high school, Ara and Julie, last night, and they're all grieving with different things and just chatting about what things mean. And maybe that sounds a little too far out for some people, but I don't think so. I think there's a significance, meaning to some of that stuff. But how in the world would my mom ask me for a number and she dies on that day. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Hey, everybody. Hello. Welcome. I hope you're walking with me on the road. Where you're from? I'm Steve Klein, by the way. This is my wellness journey, and I have my own health issues where I took Advil and vomited blood, almost died, and then was on Nexium for 10 years, and they told me if I didn't get on it, I would get cancer, and unfortunately, I got on that medicine and had side effects like bone loss and things like that. Got scared, got off it, did a lot of research, got onto a high impact ginger turmeric muscadine, worked with naturopaths, and off the medicine, and just talking about wellness, and been walking since the fall. I was always walking. I started walking another wellness challenge this past fall, and was like, I want to do 10,000 steps. And I started doing 10 miles. And I find that walking is just so therapeutic, and it's so much healing on so many different ways, from all the great little benefits to sleeping better, to pain being therapeutic, getting your head right. So I hope that I started walking with this app in the fall called the Step Up app. And it was kind of cool because people in the wellness challenge around the world were on it. You could send them messages and stuff. But I decided to go live on YouTube on this. And this is my 10th one. I never did lives on YouTube before. I did lives on Instagram, but for other things, and Facebook, but not on this. And this way I'm not alone. Sorry, they're all screaming. We're walking together around the world and chatting, and just want to inspire people that you can too. Thank you for watching, and we're not alone. And please, thank you everybody for subscribing. We were going for 100. We got 100. Now we have 110 as of today. Subscribers, I appreciate if you're watching. Subscribe. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your story, and come walk with me. Let's walk. It's free, and it does so many great things. And on my journey of this wellness journey, of getting things right, there's so many different things I've been talking about. It's been therapeutic and helpful, and I'm hoping that I could touch one of you guys, or you touch me with what you're going through, because I do want to hear. And if you have a station that you're going to create as a result, let me know. I'm going to subscribe. And anyway, I almost died. You can see that on some of my other stuff. I talked about that. And I run a wellness challenge that's complimentary. Next one's coming up in May. You can look on my YouTube station at some of the ones we did. People from around the world. We do Zooms once a week. We talk about whatever you're working on, weight loss, mental stuff, good health, whatever it is. But we do go through a naturopathic health survey that helps in so many ways, and all those things, from hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion. I'm not a doctor, but that was made by 500 naturopaths. It's the best way to track what's going on with you, and even mentally and through grief or whatever it is. Those are all things that you can have. Nutrition, and it can help your mood. B vitamins, good magnesium, better sleep, walking. I'm sleeping amazingly. So just whatever's on my mind for the day when I've been walking. And again, I don't know that I'll do this every day. I've been doing it every day for a little bit, but I get things done. I sleep better. Last 2 nights, I slept through the night, and that's been really rewarding. And as soon as I hit the bed, I'm out sleeping, and it's great. So I hope that inspires you too. So many different serendipities. But what am I doing? I'm walking. What are you doing? And where's everybody from? And are you guys working on walking as well? And this station is for adults only. I did claim that no kids. So sometimes there's trolls on here. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, I do appreciate inspiring everybody and meeting people from around the world and hearing what you're going through and what you're working on. Anyway, going back to the numbers. And I don't know about numerology and all that, but my business partner, Layla, she said her mom was all into that. Her mom passed away on the 17th, too. I was at Layla and Wesley's wedding. They're great, in Vegas this past November, great friends. And they're working on their wellness walk as well, which is great. And this triggered this talk talking to Andrea, like I said, and all things going on. But so weird, right? Like, uh, just I do think numbers mean something. Mom always asking me for a number, and I gave her 17. I just like the number. I didn't know she was going to pass on the 17th. I had no idea. Just crazy. And however ChatGPT did it, it broke down, like, it told me something really wild. I should probably pull it up. Like I said, I email myself of this stuff that meant something. And again, I don't know. Maybe it sounds far out to people, but I think it's kind of neat. But I do think that the numbers that my mom played for the lottery meant something, obviously, because they did. And it's just interesting how things break down. And I did think it was bizarre. Both my parents passed away 2 weeks before their birthdays. So, kind of weird. Dad passed away on February 4th, 2017, and his birthday was February 22nd. Mom passed away on September 17th, and her birthday was October 8th. Go figure. Just crazy. So, anyway, but I feel it's lucky, and I feel like they're definitely with me, right? And if you're going through something and you have loss, I hope this is helping you as well. And just to think of some good things and meanings to something, um, and and I think that there is, you know. So anyway, it's a great day here in Boston. Saturday, people are out and about doing their walks, and soccer and tennis and all that good stuff is happening. It was a little warmer yesterday. It was like in the 70s. Today, it's like barely 60, I think, but it's nice. Especially a few days ago, we had a little snow for a second. So they say in Boston, wait 5 minutes and the weather will change. So true. And I am pushing my walks further, but I don't think that I'm going to be going live for the full time of my walks, because when I move it up to 10 miles a day, I'm sorry, 2 miles a day. Yeah. Um, you know, um, I don't want to be on this for 4 hours holding it, especially if I go to the restroom, right? But like a warm up. And like I said, I want you to inspire me too. If this inspires you and you're going through some kind of a health thing or you want to move a little bit, get walking. Again, just move a little bit. It makes such a difference. And through the winter, I wasn't able to because it was such bad weather. And I wanted to go to the mall and stuff, and I just didn't do it. And but it feels good to be consistent with it. So I'm scheduling it each day on my schedule and making a commitment to do it, at least 20, 40 minutes with you guys. And then I keep doing it a little bit longer and just easing back into it. And even that, like whatever you can do a little bit and see where that can bring you. And I'm telling you, so many great serendipities. I think the biggest thing, though, like I said, we all got stuff in our life, right? And, well, thank you so much. Oh, Donna. Hey, Donna. Good seeing you. And I can't see the other person, but welcome. Donna was on my wellness challenge. She lives here in Boston, and she's a great friend. And she's hanging out in Salem, Mass right now. I didn't know you were on, Donna. I'll see you in Mike later on tonight. All good stuff. But again, I just think there's so many different things that it helps with, make it a priority, and you just get everything right. And it's therapeutic, and who knows who you're inspiring. And like I said, we're not in this alone. You know what I'm saying? And we all can do a little walking, which is great. I was talking to Donna before this, and he was saying she's walking around Salem today, which is great. It's funny, I was in Salem a little over a month ago with a mutual friend, Crystal, who was visiting from Texas. We're on the balloon business, and she's a sponsor of my balloon convention. She was here for a convention, and she wanted to see Salem. So we went all around, and I hadn't been there in so many years. It was great to walk. And I looked at my app, and it was like I walked like 3 miles or something. It was great. And I said, "Oh my God, I forgot how much I liked it there, and how you can walk. You can walk anywhere." I was walking when I had to do laundry, like I said, at the laundromat. I was walking around the mall, walking wherever. So all good. It just happens that in my town, I have a nice track here, and I'm able to walk on this rubberized track, and it's great. So 4 times around, I know it's a mile, so I kind of know. Although I have the Step Up app, which tells me how much I'm walking, of course, which is great. So, if in case, like when I come in here during the week, a lot of times it's the high school track. So like they're like on the track, and they shut down the track for the high school students. So I don't never know the time it is. So you have to walk around it or on the street and improvise, and that's okay too. So always good stuff. But going back to the number thing, like I said, that was just really wild, and I really should pull up and read it. Maybe I'll do another video on that of what ChatGPT told me. It was wild, and I was like, "Oh, this is crazy! I never expected this," and it was really kind of neat of what the numbers meant. Again, not too deep on it, but I do think it's a sign of something. And my mom, with all these numbers, like I said, in her room, I still have them there on all pieces of paper. She's got all these lottery numbers, and they're all birthdays and things like that. She always wanted that 17. She was told before she died, she's like, "You always love the number 17." And she was laughing. Had I known she was going to pass away on the 17th, I didn't know what it meant. And it didn't dawn on me until like a year later after she passed. Oh my God. It was on the side of those numbers. And when Andrea brought up the numbers the other day, it just reinforced that. So I do think it means something. So anyway, I'm glad everybody's watching and walking. And again, like I said, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I appreciate it. We hit, like I said, 100 people, and that was exciting. And my next goal is to do 150 with your help. And again, I do want to hear from everybody and comment, and it just keeps me motivated. And if I can motivate you, great. And if this inspires you to start a station for your wellness, let me know. Like I said, as I will subscribe. And we've had people on here from around the world, which is great. And so looking forward to making a lot of new friends and keeping it going. And like I said, for anybody that's interested in the complimentary wellness challenge, I'll get the dates up. And it's complimentary. Everybody's welcome. The more the merrier. And we just help each other. So check it out on my other videos on YouTube, on the station. And love your feedback. And we'll talk soon, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.